Hey folks, welcome to the Whiskey Media Happy Hour, our live weekly show where you get to hang out with the Whiskey Media editors. Free show this week. Usually this is just for Whiskey Media Premium members.
Yeah, we flipped it this week, and now members can't see it.
That's right. If you're a member now, you're boned. You're not even seeing this.
You're not even watching this.
If you're seeing this, you're pirating it.
That's
you're
right.
Stealing it.
Bootleggers.
That's not okay. Yeah, we want to give you a look. End of the month, we want to give you guys a chance to see, if you aren't a Whiskey Media Premium member, what you've been missing out on.
Look into
some of the shenanigans.
What we do on Fridays, aside from drink heavily. I'm not drinking at all. I'm responsible. I'm an adult, and I'm on camera. I'm an on-camera professional. And as talent, I think it's inappropriate to get hammered or even buzzed on a camera.
What about getting lit?
Yeah, I'll get lit. Yeah,
okay,
let's
great.
get lit.
Fantastic. Yeah. We're doing it. We're getting lit.
Awesome.
We're getting lit with awesome content.
Whoa.
From all of the Whiskey Media family of sites.
I'm lit with awesome segues over here. So
GiantBobScreen.com, Tesla.com, Comic Vine, everyone's in the house. Let's start off with some video games, though, Jeff. Fight Night Champion.
I brought some video games.
That works out.
Yeah, Fight Night Champion, as you said. This game's out next week, and it is EA's first M-rated sports game. Which
Holy shit!
Exactly.
That's an appropriate thing to say because it's M-rated.
That's yes. That is accurate. Yeah, and basically, like right out of the gate, when you play this game is a story mode,
right? With
actual cursing,
yeah,
with some heavy-duty blood effects and stuff like that.
Hold on, it's not just a calendar.
No, it's not just a calendar.
Okay.
You actually are playing as a named character.
Oh, wow.
Named Andre Bishop, and you start out in prison, and like one of the first things is the guy in your corner says, you knock this cracker the fuck out. And you're like, all right,
goodness gracious,
we need to do this. It's
untoward.
It is.
Don King would not approve.
It is prison.
It's true.
But they also have Fight Now mode and the Legacy mode where you can build up your created guys and stuff. So we went ahead and I
made Virtual Jeff.
Virtual Jeff here. Actually
Stunning Virtual
Jeff.
Took
the same photos that we used for MMA and for the other games still live on the EA. EA has my likeness on their server somewhere.
Yeah.
And I can just pull it down and, use it whenever I want.
Mess with it. I have to say this is maybe the best Virtual Jeff, the best E-Jeff I've seen so far.
It is a pretty good V-Jeff, and it's got a Jerry curl, which I think probably is what makes it so accurate.
True. I just want to say, as far as viewer interaction during the happy hour here, we've got Alexis, designer of the chat, manning the chat for us. Alexis, say hello to the folks at home.
Hi guys. This is definitely my punishment for designing the chat and possibly.
How many ideas do you have about how to redesign the chat now that you're manning the chat?
Well, everyone's got an opinion. So.
Well, what's the person who made its opinion?
Oh, this thing's terrible.
Fantastic. So Alexis is handling the chat. If you've got questions that you want to ask us over the course of the show, send him a direct message in the chat. Go at AlexisG. He will then be able to compile those and ask those to us.
Yes.
We also have a phone number you can call if you have the guts to talk to us live on the air.
You mean 415-508-3975?
That's the number, 415-508-3975. Or if you have Skype, just hit us at Whiskey Media. People in the studio probably shouldn't call that number. the guys who just busted out their phone in our live studio audience. What? Huh? And now looking incredulous about it.
Who would do such a
what?
thing?
How dare you? We make games, sir. We've seen several V. Tysons before in Fight Night, right? Like last year he was one of the cover guys.
Last year had Tyson.
Yeah.
They've had Tyson in the past. So, but I think I can beat Mike Tyson. So I'm gonna give that a shot.
Just remember when he blinks.
Right. Yeah. Then
you gotta dodge, and then you gotta use your star punch. That is some great hair. That's some Kenny Powers hair.
It's Black Mamba Zarate. Look out for him.
I like the shiny shirts of everyone in both corners.
If you're going to be involved in boxing, why not bring a shiny shirt? It's only natural.
All right, Jeff, we have our first phone call of the show.
Oh, man.
As you start your match here, we have Jonathan from Oklahoma. Jonathan, are you there?
Yes, I am.
What's your question for Jeff?
Okay, the Fight Night Round 3 was really notorious for having easy points. How's this one?
How are the points looking? Jonathan, thank you for your question.
The achievements are spread out a lot more. I mean, they have a lot more modes in this game than they did in that one. So it's not just, play through the career and get 1,000 points. It's, they've got the legacy mode where you're building up your dude. They've got
that was
online and online gyms this time, so basically kind of clans for fighting.
That problem was kind of limited
it's a prison game, so
to the first 360 when they kind of brought back Fight Night.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's also when they had those horrible sponsored achievements and all like the Burger King. And
that was pretty bad.
Ford truck. Oh. So does this feel like something that I kind of noticed in the past few Fight Nights? Little bit slippery with kind of some of the animation and the movement.
Well, you mean
you know what I mean? Like
smoother, or because I think in the past, like the animation has had like a real kind of stutter to it, where it's like here's where you're making contact, and I think that they've ironed out some of that stuff.
I just always noticed like you kind of hit and you'd see the fist kind of finding its
it kind of work its way in, and and it will little out. I think in some of the knockdowns you do see some of that stuff still.
Okay. As far as the actual mechanics, is it still kind of the two-stick style?
Yeah, I mean, it's this year they seem like they're trying to make it maybe a little easier to pick up. Not everyone wanted to go through the right stick stuff. It didn't make a lot of sense for some people because they don't like to learn.
What's this little camera icon?
I can hit it again and say, okay, you want to see this from a different angle?
I do. I want to see it from a different angle. Yeah. How many times can you do that?
I can just keep doing it.
Okay. We have another call.
Okay, you can use buttons to punch as well. Is the end of that sentence.
Great.
Which you could toggle before. Right now it's kind of right off the bat, like however you want to do it, you can do it. I prefer the stick because I've been playing Fight Night for the past few games now with the stick.
Sure, you're familiar with the system. It makes sense.
Yeah.
We've got a call here from Dennis in the Ukraine. Dennis.
Hey there, guys.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Pretty good. Watching you guys, it's 2 a.m. here right now.
Oh, that's way too late. What's your...
It's a Friday.
That's true. It's a fun day.
It's a good point.
Well, I was just wondering whether you guys thought it was also kind of absolutely insane that we're potentially getting the release of Duke Nukem Forever here without even an actual release date for Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
Dennis, thank you for your call. Thank you for your question. Actually, that was something that came up to me recently. Was what is Valve doing with Half-Life?
What is Valve doing? Period. I don't even.
I mean, there's Portal 2.
There's just money pouring in. Like they have a money portal that just like
they kind of
is
don't
open
need to...
and just like what is it? 30% of everything that is ever sold ever.
Right.
I think it's like I'm gonna go get a haircut this weekend maybe, and I think Valve gets a cut of that.
Gets a piece of that. Valve actually gets the hair off the ground.
That figures.
And they stuff the companion cubes that they sell on their website with your hair, thus saving them countless thousands of dollars.
Okay, well at least it makes sense. I was worried it was just some sort of like
Gabe Newell also has to eat hair.
Oh.
It turns out, to stay alive.
All right. Well.
That's a secret. Human hair.
Gross.
I don't disagree. Alexis, any good questions from the chat about Fight Night?
People are asking about special moves for the characters, such as like, does Mike Tyson have a nibble ear option or any other kind of thing?
Everyone just boxes.
No, they do have some custom animations and stuff for some of the fighters. They're trying to duplicate some of the styles and stuff. Let's jump into the champion, the story mode here.
Okay, yeah, please.
And we can see a little bit of that.
Oh, God. Is this like the very beginning?
This is the very, very beginning.
All right, let's just let this play for a minute here.
It kind of goes into a tutorial, but...
You can get him back in the next round.
You got their fake Burgess Meredith.
Yeah. Better than real Burgess Meredith at this point, probably.
Well, yeah.
Your father would be proud of you. That's what champions do, Andre. They get back up.
Oh, so they're starting you off in the middle of some shit.
Yeah, they throw you right in, and it kind of goes into a tutorial here first. But
oh, God. Oh, no gloves. This is awesome.
Prison style, son.
Oh, man.
Also, this guy's going to keep headbutting me, which is not a very nice thing to do.
What is that?
Ammonia. That shit'll wake you right up.
What did he hit me with?
His head. This is a penitentiary, son. That rip ain't gonna do shit but count somebody out, which means you got to knock that cracker on his ass, yeah? Now you got 1 round. fucker on his ass.
Knock the fuck on his ass.
It's good advice.
Is that the boxing equivalent of use more skill?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely a little kind of Aryan Brotherhood overtone going on here,
a little
right?
bit. Yeah.
All right, it's not just me.
And after you go through the kind of this first tutorial sequence, there's a shower scene in which you get beat up by this guy and some of his friends, get kicked in the face.
Only beat up?
Only beat up.
Okay.
Yeah. M rating.
I would say earn your M.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
American History X style.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, we've got another phone call here. Ryan from Texas is on the line. Ryan, what's going on?
Oh, shit, I just dropped some. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Pretty good. What'd you just drop?
I dropped my Xbox controller, but that's okay. I'm not playing.
Yeah, no, you should be talking to us. Full attention here, Ryan. Focus. What's going on? What's your question?
All right. My question is, how awesome the facial thing is for Fight Night. I was wondering if you guys would have like a TNT tournament where you have everyone in the office beat the shit out of each other.
That's saying not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea in the world. Maybe. Anything's possible, I guess. So we'll see.
This game's out next week. We're not going to have TNT next week. Ryan, thanks for calling in. We're going to have TNT next week because GDC is happening.
Right.
And we got to be focusing on that stuff. We can't...
Swapping one 3-letter abbreviation for another.
Yeah, no TNT, instead GDC. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all this business is.
We'll be MIA for TNT because GDC.
BBL.
BBW.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you are putting some down that I can pick up. Alexis, anything else happening in the shot?
I think a lot of people are actually asking about the mature rating, like what is actually making this game mature and is it worth it?
It's the language. It seems like it's
the
violence.
language and the blood is kind of the things that they've got some more realistic, and we've got this shower scene here that's...
Everyone's still wearing clothes.
Oh.
Like, isn't a good, prison shower, beating scene, shouldn't everyone be naked? Doesn't that make it way more savage?
I totally agree that everyone should be naked, and there's no one got stuck in this as far as I can tell. That guy stepped on that dude's hand, and they're all stoked about it.
Yeah.
Why don't you just break off the shank in him and then get happy about it? This. So I feel maybe it's M-rated, but yeah, exactly. They're not going as far as probably they should for a prison-focused story.
Watching that last fight, I was kind of wondering, do you think that this team took anything directly from the EA Sports MMA process?
It's hard to say. I actually haven't really played a ton of it yet. I'm still kind of getting into it, so it's hard to kind of see where the nuance lies in this game. But
brought to you by Reebok.
There's branding all over this game. It's,
Prison, brought to you by Reebok.
Prison, yeah, well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? So, then we get our 4 years earlier flashback back to when, the world was his oyster and he was not in prison.
Yes.
And he was a fighter. That
cool
sort of stuff. So, I think it's a really interesting direction for them to take, especially with the state of boxing being kind of what it is today.
Yeah.
The heavy, it's just there are not a ton of exciting boxers that are mainstream huge as far as I can tell.
The last game they had to dip into both Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
and once
so
you
they
that,
still got that. They still, Ali's still in the game and all that.
But kind of as far as your new who do you replace that with that's still interesting, that still has that kind of impact? You can't.
You replace it with Andre Bishop. You go this different direction and write a whole story and come up with a unique character. I think it's an interesting approach for them to take.
Certainly.
It makes a lot of sense.
Nice to see that they're not afraid to take some risks.
I'm saying, in a year or so, when you see their first M-rated golf game, where they have created a unique golfer to star in the game, this is where they got the idea.
I'd play that game.
I would totally play that game.
Play the M-rated golf game. As long as it's not
as long as it's not the
M-rated golf games.
Right.
I don't need outlaw golf. No one needs outlaw golf. No one. We've got one more call, Jeff. We've got Nicholas from the city across the water.
Oh, the biggity. Oh, all right.
Well, That's right.
Nicholas, what's happening?
What's going on in the town?
It's cold. It's supposed to be snowing out here. This is crazy.
That's what I hear.
Plenty of snow in the town, son.
What's your question, Nicholas?
My question is, since do you think the game has gotten better because it's rated M now, or you think they just use it as like a bullet point to put on the back of the box?
Nicholas, thanks for calling. That's a good question. Do you think that they're really embracing the M rating here, or is it just for Flash?
Well, so far it seems like they are. You know, I think it's the thing that's going to make their story mode work. Is that they don't have to pull quite as many punches.
All right, that's going to do it. Jeff, thanks for sitting here with us. Fight Night Champion. Yeah. Available next week on Xbox 360 and PS3. We've been showing it here on the 360.
Yes, we have.
We're going to have you back a little bit later, Jeff, for a little Beyond Good and Evil HD.
Okay, right. That's a good reason.
Another release next week that we've got here in the studio. We're going to take a look at.
Also M-rated now. No.
So it makes it HD.
Right.
Next up, Will Smith and Norman Chan from Tested.com. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hey guys, Will from Tested, Norm from Tested. So Ryan showed me a video yesterday. I'm just going to tell a story today.
Just tell the story. Give him the backstory.
Ryan showed me a video the other day, and it was of Justin Bieber in some Spanish-speaking country on TV.
That's racist.
Yes. Basically, they were talking. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what they said. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Bieber whipped out a Rubik's Cube and solved it in like, 30, 35 seconds? I was like, fuck, man, if Bieber can do that, so can I.
I can do it too.
Yeah. So I went and bought some Rubik's Cubes because it's not 1984 anymore.
You don't have one?
I don't have, the one I have has Tennessee Vols stuff all over it, so it's not real good for solving. I spent all day today trying to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube, and this is pretty much what I have so far. Go, Norm. How can you do this?
I can try.
Let's have a brief interlude. Maybe we can get some questions from either Alexis in the chat or on the internet. And it looks like the video is playing in the background. Can we do we have numbers for the phone call? Can we get a call maybe? What's the? I can't
the number is 415-508-3975.
We're going to attempt to solve this Rubik's Cube. Will's sweating a lot because
I need screened.
Mere minutes ago, Will had broken his
I was
Rubik's
trying
Cube.
to cheat to make the Rubik's Cube
And
straight.
pieces had come off.
We're so far off the rail.
All right, get solving
on here. Okay, so the basic strategy is you solve by layer, not by side, right?
Now, what does that mean by layer?
So this is the top layer, this is the medium layer, and this is the bottom layer.
Gotcha.
The top layer theoretically should be pretty easy. You know, you watch the sides, you get like the white and blue piece on the white and blue side, and then you get the white and orange piece on the white and orange side. So I'm gonna do that now. It's a little harder to do than talk about and do. Anyway, I've heard through the office grapevine that we do have a Rubik's Cube master here.
Me?
No.
No.
Are you any good at this?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Dave.
Not that I'm a master.
Oh, okay.
I am a master.
It's that you're master at how are you doing, by the way, Norm? You gonna get that done?
I don't think I'm gonna get it done. Is it Rubik's?
It's
not a Rubik's Cube. It's Rubik's Cube. Rubik's is the name.
Well, he's Hungarian.
Yeah. So
it's
Shouldn't it be
Cube.
Rubik's Cube?
You want to solve a Rubik's Cube?
I would like you to
Rubik's
solve.
Cube. Correct. It's Rubik's Cube.
Yes. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube
You ready
and save us from this horrible segment?
I'm ready.
Right now.
I'm ready.
Dave, look, I got 2 6 pieces. Okay, so Dave is. Hold on, you're solving it behind your back?
What? Wait, no. You can't solve it behind your back.
I'm solving.
Anna is bringing a camera around behind us
right now.
And
there's no way.
Solving the Rubik's Cube.
I don't believe that you're even doing this.
I work with computers all day, my friends.
Looks like Bieber over there.
Matrices.
What the hell is going on?
It will work.
This seems like camera trickery and shenanigans.
It will work.
You're not. No.
Yes.
No.
Do you even know what colors?
Oh my God! He's doing it. He's doing it by his hands.
It is.
Oh my God!
It is happening.
He's a Rubik's ninja.
Describe your process for
us.
Dave, it's a pretty simple process.
What
you want to?
What exactly? What exactly do you do? Like, do you visualize it in your head? Do you keep the whole state
I
of
use
the Rubik's
the magic
Cube in your
of
head?
trickery of cameras, and I don't
It's
do
done.
anything.
So you solved the Rubik's Cube. Well done, sir.
Europe plays.
And what else can you do?
But I do have other tricks.
What else? What else can you do? Do you have other skills?
I do.
Forget Rubik's.
Man.
I can.
That's
make
a piece of paper.
Origami behind my back as well.
No.
You will believe this.
No way.
You will see this.
I don't believe you.
No,
Please
we
show
need
us.
to see
Can you do origami? I
can't do
do it
origami.
right now.
No.
And here
That's
I go.
racist.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go from Rubik's to
Dave,
origami.
put that behind your hands. Do some origami. Right. Oh my God. This is. This is an internet miracle, people. I've gotten 8 pieces now lined up right on my Rubik's Cube, and also ruined 3 sides. So,
bam! Look at this.
You've got it. What in the
Oh,
hell,
shit.
man?
Look.
In fact,
Wait, so you can do origami behind?
I want orange.
I'd like to do one of these. Yeah,
Look like
okay.
a swan
What's
on
your
the camera.
favorite? What's your favorite color?
Just back over there a minute ago. It was a.
That's not a swan at all.
You're a Tennessee fan. Blue.
Orange. And then, are you married?
Yes.
All right, yes. All right, so the answer, of course, is then Will is an idiot.
Oh, that's perfect.
So you,
exactly
not only
right.
did you fold it behind your back, you also...
Yeah, and you can
I
write...
can also
you
write. I can write
That was a blank piece of paper.
Yes.
But still...
In fact, there's still more!
I
can do more!
What can you do?
This is ridiculous.
I can turn...
That's ice.
That is ice.
You picked up the wrong cup.
This is not the wrong cup.
Oh, okay.
Because this is water.
You're going to turn water into ice right here?
I can turn water.
I don't think that this is even possible. This seems... We've gone from stupid to ridiculous
I can take
here.
it, and I will make it into an ice cube.
Okay, behind your back.
Behind
With
my
the
back.
power behind your back. Do you have...
This is
Is
a
this
magical
like
power. Do not
nanotechnology?
question.
What
Do not question
exactly?
what I'm doing.
Do you have an iPhone?
Dave, your hands are wet behind your back.
I think that's, yeah. I don't even know what's going on here anymore.
I am crushing...
Oh my God.
I am crushing...
The water
into ice because it is the logical way that you build an ice cube.
Yeah, with pressure. It's Boyle's
This is
law,
how
I think,
diamonds
is the
are
way
made.
it works.
In fact, it's not really ice, it is a diamond.
You're turning water into diamonds?
Yeah, water into
You're like
diamonds.
the Jesus of chemistry.
That's right.
Jesus, I guess.
And then,
Been sticking an awful long time.
Your
Your hands are very wet. It just looks a lot like water right now.
Also, let me tell you.
Is that even are those even your hands?
It's very, very cold.
Your hands are cold.
Very, very cold.
Hey guys, would you like to take a call?
Let's take a call.
Well, Dave, how long does it take you to make ice, Dave?
Let's take a call. You got 15 seconds.
Caller, you're on the air.
There's no caller.
Oh.
I just wondered if you wanted to take
also
one.
obliterated that caller. He is no longer in the universe.
Is he behind your back too?
Alexis, are there any questions for the chat
Please,
for
for
this
the love
stupid
of God, let there be
segment?
questions from behind the chat. This
The
is
biggest
just an
question
excuse to
has
shoot a camera in
been,
Dave's ass for
are we
10
going to
minutes.
do a We Dare quick look with the staff?
Yeah. That's not related to anything, but yeah.
And will Dave be in that room?
Wait, no.
Yeah, probably.
Is ice
I
actually
see
forming?
their ice.
Making the ice.
You now have ice.
How
Right now.
long does it take you to make? I mean, I have an ice maker in the other room. We could have just
That's
gone and
far more
gotten
efficient.
Some ice, and it also wouldn't be all handed up.
Only
Yeah.
when
So-
the moon's alive.
More excuses to
The
show
moon.
shots of
This is
Dave's
pretty.
ass.
I'm still Rubik's thing.
There we go.
Oh
What?
my God! An ice
That's-
cube.
Ice cube.
Where's your ice? Oh, hold on. That is an
That's
ice
the
cube.
real ice cube.
I've got tons more of them.
That is
right
a
here.
tested miracle.
They're
Wow.
all over.
A tested miracle, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
What can you do?
I'm good.
You guys can.
Will,
Oh wait. I can do origami.
Well, I already did origami.
Yeah, we've already
I can
done
do-
that. That was played.
I'm gonna do real
You gonna do real? Okay, do origami.
I'm gonna do real.
Do you have a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Did you bring paper?
Yeah. Well, I got some in my pocket.
Okay.
Oh, just scraps of paper in my pocket.
I don't even know what's going on here
Right
anymore.
next to his cigarettes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Norm has cigarettes too? I could, yeah, well, maybe later.
I don't know where they were.
Where's the paper? Where's your paper, Chad? What on earth is even happening here?
That looks like a swan.
Remember 3 hours ago when this whole segment seemed like a great idea? Ryan?
thank you, Will. Thank you, Norm. Thank you, David.
Hold on. You gotta show Norm folding the swan.
I will also turn myself into Ryan Davis.
Oh, okay. We don't have to show Norm
1,
folding the swan.
2, 3.
Yes.
Thank
Bye,
you, Will,
guys.
Norm, and
We'll be back later.
David. We'll have
With
Will and
more.
Norm back later for an actual segment. We'll be
Oh,
looking at
boy.
the Motorola
That was-
Atrix and the Zoom, spelled XOOM.
What are we doing?
I'm trying to run a professional show.
All right.
That's all I've.
Do you want to have a professional show?
I would love to.
All right.
Alex Navarro and Matt Roy. Matt Roy, stop trying to eat the microphone. From Screen.com, gentlemen, how we doing?
There's no chance. There's no chance of professionalism here. Not a chance. All right.
Alex, let's cut to the quick. Drive Angry, shot entirely in 3D.
So I'm to understand from every frigging advertisement for this movie.
That's the subtitle, right?
The subtitle? No, I mean there is no subtitle to that movie.
It's shot entirely in 3D is the subtitle.
Yes. It's the
Clearly.
subtext and the whole text. Yes.
Shot in 3D.
Yeah.
You have upheld the Nick Cage promise.
I did. I saw it this morning.
Fantastic. Tell me all about it.
So it's directed by Patrick Lussier, who also did My Bloody Valentine 3D, which I know you have some affection for.
A terrible movie,
yes.
but a great 3D movie.
Yeah, it's like totally over the top and celebratory of here's shit flying at your retinas.
Oh yeah, it's like this axe is going end over end at your face.
Yeah, same idea here. Like he is totally celebratory of that, but in the context of less like a shitty like C-grade horror movie and more like a shitty C-grade like mid-70s grindhouse action movie.
I just saw David Morse.
I also just saw David Morse.
Morse is
Hold
in
on,
this movie.
David Morse with a mustache.
I know. He's put on a little weight. He's put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
He's a little older these days.
Oh yeah, he's been around.
But yeah, so Nick Cage is a guy named John Milton who escapes from hell.
What? Okay.
Yes. Literary reference for everyone. He escapes from hell because he needs to rescue his granddaughter from a bunch of Satanists, led by Bella's dad from Twilight.
Peter Scolari?
No.
The other one.
Billy Burke.
Yes, another great mustache.
Another great mustache. No mustache here though, but he does have some great unbuttoned velvet shirts.
Yeah.
A lot of that going on.
Good print. I like it.
Billy Fichtner is the dude from hell who comes back to get him. And oh my God,
Billy Fick! Look at him!
William Fichtner is the new Christopher Walken.
Oh, is he?
I'm saying it straight out. He is gunning for his title in this movie, and it is unbelievably good.
Whoa! Now we got double speed trailer time here. I think. Do you think he approves of being called Billy Fichtner, or do you think he decides? Oh,
nah, we're buddies like that. It's cool.
William, please.
We're cool like that. But yeah, he's amazing. He is this great, just sort of like completely unhinged presence in the movie, and the rest of it is
apparently goes about 48 frames a second.
Yeah,
they just sped it up.
The rest of it is all right.
It's
It's very silly. It's very over the top. A lot of explosions. There's a scene where Nick Cage is literally fucking in the middle of a gunfight.
They released that early.
Yes,
yeah,
I saw
which is a little bit shoot 'em up, but it's
shoot 'em up.
It is what it is. But the main problem with the movie is that it seems to be very interested in informing you how cool everything it's doing is.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's a little bit more of a missive on why a dude with sunglasses and a shotgun is awesome than just letting it be awesome. And as much as I love Nick Cage, he's still doing that kind of understated thing that he's been doing a lot lately.
You want big Nick Cage.
I want him at the end of Face Off. I want him just looking as he's going, die! You know, the big bug-eyed thing.
That's kind of my impression of it from the marketing, though. Like kind of the not too cool for school, but just kind of very self-aware. Like
it's a little. It's even more like overly self-aware than something like Piranha 3D, which was still willing to be more celebratory.
Actually, I'll tell you this. Apparently, from folks inside the production, not self-aware at all.
It comes off that way.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they were serious about the piranha has to eat Jerry O'Connell's penis this way.
This comes off more like knowingly self-aware than even Piranha did, and I basically
how's the
enjoyed
3D?
It. It's fine. I mean, it's shot in 3D, so it doesn't look blurry as shit. It doesn't look awful. Like it's sharp. There's a lot of stuff flying in the screen, much the way there was with Bloody Valentine. Some of it's good, but there's so much of it that at a point just kind of like it inundates like overly.
Right.
It's a decent movie. Like I cackled enough, mostly because of William Fichtner. But
so Billy F. That's the reason to come in.
Billy F. is the man. He is the man in that movie.
He looks great in the trailers, and he's a good draw. So
there's one line he has in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who might go see it, but there's a point where he just turns and says something to a guy, and I actually almost fell out of my chair because it's just like such a weird off-kilter line reading that it was like
fantastic.
Oh my god, I love him.
That's Drive Angry, shot in 3D.
Shot in 3D.
In theaters now.
Yes.
Matt Rory, what have you brought to the table today?
We had an interesting experience last night. We went to a movie at midnight. We were both going to go, and then they Fandango still said midnight movie showing at the theater. We got there, they closed up shop.
Huh.
So he
decided not to do it.
They say, no, we're going to get
I took him to another theater, and nowhere else was showing Drive Angry, so I went home, and I took my pants off.
Nice.
I went to the Metro to see Hall Pass, the new Farrelly Brothers movie. Which
Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis.
Indeed. Yeah. And Christina Applegate, who I really, really like. And
Jenna Fisher from The Office.
Jenna Fisher is not quite as good. It's still going quite... There we go. Oh, they were in a time warp for a second, but now they're better.
Because it's important that this runs at regular speed.
Yeah, there has to be the right timing.
All the trailer beats won't play. Rob Riggle, is that Rob Riggle? That's Rob Riggle.
No, that's Jason Sudeikis.
That's Jason Sudeikis.
He's really funny. He's really unhinged and really goes off the rails in an
I think Jason Sudeikis is a talent.
He's amazing.
He's really good. This movie's like two half movies kind of put together. The review's up now. It's kind of really half first part, not deadly bad second half, but just not funny second half. It gets that weird Farrelly Brothers maudlin sensibility after a while.
Like they're like, okay, we had everyone be awful for the first half. Now we have to redeem them somehow.
Shallow Hal territory.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, when they're at their best, they do really good R-rated comedies. There's Something About Mary is one of the best R-rated comedies the last 20 years, in my opinion. This tries a little too hard to be over the top. There's explosive diarrhea. There's a lot of
how many crotch shots?
Crotch nut shots?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody actually gets hit in the nuts.
No
here.
nut shots.
There's a lot of talk about oral sex.
Yeah. But you say Jason Sudeikis.
He's really good.
He's really good in this.
They have like an obligatory pot brownie moment, and they get the whole cast kind of going there, and it's over the top. The second half gets a little too obvious.
I want to know how Richard Jenkins is. How is he in this fake tanned role of being smarmy Richard Jenkins?
He's kind of creepy. Not as an actor, but he plays this pickup artist. He goes around the club and talks about these girls, and it's a little mean spirited. What they go for in that moment. It's kind of cruel. Like I don't know. I didn't
ugly
really,
girls and that sort of thing.
Ugly
like
girls and
their
girls
physical
who
appearance.
The insecurities and blah blah blah.
Yeah. It's kind of mean spirited and a little bit cruel, but. It's not a bad movie at all. I just didn't laugh much during the second half.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we have a phone call
Oh my God.
on the line waiting for you. We have
I didn't
Meg.
approve that.
We have Meg from Scotland.
Hi, Meg.
Hi, Meg.
Hello.
Oh,
Meg,
hello.
what is your question for the Screened Boys?
I was wondering if you guys know anything about the new Buffy film coming out.
Oh, what was that?
New Buffy film. Meg, thank you for calling. A new Buffy film. Do we know anything? Have we heard
know
anything?
that it's in the works.
Okay.
We know that there's a screenplay being crafted by someone who was, as far as I can tell, just a really big fan of Buffy. Like, she has, like, no significant
She was an actress. I forget who's lined up to direct, but Joss Whedon, basically, the major point is that Joss Whedon is probably not going to have anything to do with it.
He will probably get a creator's credit, and that's about it.
The thing that I had heard, and this was a while ago, so I don't know what the current state of things is.
It's still in very, very pre-production.
But they were going for the like skipping any of the TV show mythology stuff, like going back to kind of the original.
You can't do that, I don't think, because I really
starting it over again.
I saw all the Buffy TV show. I really liked a lot of it, but I think that's all owned by various creators involved in the TV production. So they'd probably go back to the movie rights for it, which would be Buffy and maybe the Watchers. And
I mean, to be fair, it's been long enough since even the TV show was on the air that you got to start from scratch. Like you can't you can't do a Firefly to Serenity thing where you pick that story back up.
Yeah,
you got to.
You can't get Sarah Michelle Gellar for it, but again, that TV show has such a fanatical following that they are treading on very thin ice in terms of who they're going to appeal to.
Because that's the thing is that it's been long enough at this point that. Is there enough people that are just casually aware of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that would actually care to see a new movie? And by the same token, if they're going more like the Christy Swanson level of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, then is that just going to piss off the
Ben
fan base?
Affleck?
Yeah.
As Angel?
No, Ben Affleck's in the original Buffy the Vampire
Slayer.
Oh,
I thought as Buffy.
Yes, he is.
He was Buffy.
Who was the mentor dude in that movie?
He's a basketball player.
Oh, that was, it wasn't Paul Rubens. He was the vampire.
He was the vampire that dies.
It wasn't Donald Sutherland, was it?
It was Donald
Sutherland.
You know what I started watching last night is the 1970s version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Very, very good.
So let's talk about next week some on screen.com.
Okay.
We've got, like we said, we've got Drive Angry Hall Pass. Reviews are up on the site now. You can see those.
Drive Angry will be up in a bit, yes.
We've been doing theme weeks. Is that
so you guys have a theme week coming up next week. What's going on?
Can I show a real quick clip from this week's theme week?
I don't know. Can we?
Is that time? I think I have one available. It's from we did a clip of Gone in 60 Seconds.
The original.
The original, and this is what this guy finds in his car that he's trying to steal.
What?
I don't know why I found this so hilarious that I had to show it.
So you give it one kitty then?
I give it one big kitty. Hey, he gets into a car to steal it. There's a tiger in there.
A baby tiger at that. So what's going on next week?
We did a remake rematch for that. We did Car Week this week, and next week is going to be a little bit of a Philip K. Dick, and we also have some 80s stuff going on too, because next week is
sort of celebration of the Adjustment Bureau and Take Me Home Tonight.
So Adjustment Bureau is based on Philip K. Dick stories. So a lot of really awful movies based on Philip K. Dick
high
stories.
points and low
a few good ones.
Yeah,
but
like Blade Runner, Total Recall, Scanner Darkly. And then shit.
And then Next and Paycheck and Screamers and Imposter.
Oh God, I forgot Imposter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gary Sinise starring in Imposter.
Oh my, and Vincent D'Onofrio. That movie was in the can for like 3 years before they put it out. Holy shit!
So we'll have a whole week
and then
of
Take Me Home Tonight, the Topher Grace
Which has
and
been
Anna
on the
Faris.
shelf for 3 years now.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, back from when the guy from the horrible, greasy, ugly, bad, fat best friend who's always obnoxious.
Oh, the one who's in that movie?
The one who's in that movie.
I don't know
That
his
guy.
name. I just know him as exactly
Dan Fogler.
Dan Fogler.
Dan Fogler, thank you.
What do you want?
It's about from the era when he was getting a lot more work.
Right, and not so much these days.
So roughly three
Though
years
I will
back.
say I love it whenever Anna Faris is in a movie.
So we've got some Dick themed stuff, and we have some 80s themed stuff coming up. Also worth mentioning this Sunday. Oscars.
Sunday.
The Oscars exist.
The Oscars exist still. They keep making them. Jake Gyllenhaal and not Anna Paquin.
Anne Hathaway.
James Franco and Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
What did I say?
You said
Jake Gyllenhaal. Man, you're just completely off. Anna
Anna
Paquin
Paquin!
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Emma Stone are going to be headlining.
Anna
the,
Faris.
I like my setup better.
Yeah.
We're going to be
I'm
live here on this very set, I believe, live talking the entire Oscars.
Fantastic. So we'll do a live stream here. You guys are going to do like a little red carpet.
Yeah, we'll probably start up like the tail end
The
of
half hour.
the red carpet coverage.
We're not going to do 2 hours of Joan.
Fantastic. I think
Joan
we have
out.
a promo for that. So
Do we? I think-
Oscars
yes.
with the Screen.com team. Live
Yay!
Oscar party, February 27th. Join us here.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Coast time.
Yes.
5 p.m. Pacific,
Western Coast time. Matt and Alex, thank you guys
Unless
so
we
much.
get snowed under.
Anything else before we leave you?
All right, 3 puppies. 3 puppies for Hall Pass. Sorry, I totally forgot.
Oh, that's right.
We cannot leave.
Matt Roy,
the
how many
Screen
puppies for
segment.
Hall Pass?
3 puppies for Hall
And
Pass.
it's three puppies for Drive Angry too. So
Find
we're
it
good.
and click on it.
Just get us. Some
It's a
puppies.
tradition.
We can't.
He's got one
Ah,
puppy. Oh, here we go.
Little pom poms. Oh my goodness.
He literally will not leave the
I only
set
see 2
until we
puppies.
show the damn puppy
look
video.
at the little pom poms. There's
I
only
only
2
see
of them.
2.
A third one's coming up in a second.
You
Look
did
at
not
his tail's
research this
going.
well.
You
I
got
don't need to see a
they
third.
love to buy.
There
There
he
he is.
is.
There's 3 puppies. Oh, they're normal.
He's the slow one.
The YouTube video of this, the voiceover is actually like, oh, I like these 2. This one's kind of dumb.
He's the one they're going to take down to the river.
That's way to make it dark there at the end.
Someone had to.
Alex and Matt Roy, thank you guys so much for your time. We're going to
Thank
take
you.
a quick break. We're going to be back with Tony and Sarah from Comic Vine, so stay tuned.
Woo!
Thank you, Backwards, Will, Norm, and Dave, for that little bit of cover. Joining me now, Tony and Sarah from Comic Vine. What up, y'all?
How you doing?
Hey.
I'm excellent. How you doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Hey, Ryan Davis, did you know that anime is for jerks?
I am well aware of the status of anime and who it's for.
It's true.
And yet, y'all come on my show.
And bring you anime!
And you bring me goddamn
excited.
anime.
That's
Oh my
'cause
god.
I missed out last week on anime. talk.
You weren't here. You were
Yeah.
gone.
I was gone.
On vacation.
You were on
took me day
vacation.
off.
How was
Thanks a lot.
vacation?
That
It was nice. No internet connection.
Tell me about your anime. Sell me on your anime.
All right, so normally I don't like anime much.
Okay.
But I have to say that what we've got is gold. Like it is, like I was on the edge of my seat watching the trailer and I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
All right, you've got your hype set up. Like, what's the hook? What makes this good?
Well, we're talking Marvel anime.
Okay.
So yeah.
So Americanime.
Yeah, it's done by Madhouse, which is a real anime production studio.
Let's let the clip speak for itself here.
I think we have the opening to the Iron Man TV or anime
Yeah,
show,
the opening is
whatever they
way
call it.
more of a seller than.
All right, anime, Iron Man anime. Let's take a look here.
So I believe this is going to be. It's just music and Japanese talking.
Well, that makes it good. That makes it really good. There we go. So what's really cool about this is that Jeff Loeb is actually signed to do a lot of the work for the new animated Marvel cartoons.
Okay.
And Jeff has worked on Hulk, right, more recently, and he's done tons and tons of work at Marvel. So.
And DC.
Is this something that's only coming out in Japan?
It's going to be on G4.
It better not.
You don't have to whisper it.
And yeah, so I don't know. I don't watch G4, so I don't know when
That's gonna be the
specifically it's to be
problem.
on. But they show a lot of anime stuff. So.
But it's something that was being originally produced for the Japanese market.
This is out. I might have aired already in Japan. When I went to the Long Beach Comic Convention, they showed the first episode.
Yeah.
And
it's really good.
So just like really good action.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about when you get anime. It's like they put their work into it. There was like an Iron Man animated show that was.
Well, in the 90s, it ran for a really long time. It was awful.
Yeah, but just recently there was one. It was well written, but it's just anime. It was a little computer generated. It was like they're a kid Iron Man and teenage Iron Man. Is just.
This feels really, really cool, and the action sequences are amazing.
Yeah,
like, the first episode is absolutely awesome. My only concern is that it's going to be on G4. Now, like, nothing against G4, but I think that for a cartoon like this, it should be showcased on Adult Swim. Like, they have an anime night. I know that they do.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch that than like.
Well, it's where it is. I mean, it's just what show. You don't have to watch everything else on G4 to watch this. We have another clip here. You want to tell us what we're going to see here?
We have a clip from. Now, the weird thing about the Iron Man show is Tony Stark decides to like retire. He's like he's leaving. He's quitting Iron Man, and he's going to move to Japan.
Yeah. That's like the premise of the show?
Yeah. And then he's like, I'm not going to be Iron Man anymore, and I'm going to make suits that your government can use, but I'm still going to sneak in the suit and use it. So we have a clip where they're testing the suit, and you can just see just the animation.
Is
so it's just
pretty.
I mean, there's definitely, there's a level of quality that can exist in anime that you generally just don't see in the U.S. So,
here comes something's going on.
I've seen several kind of generations of Iron Man suit versions here. Like he's got
he's losing control. What's gonna happen?
I kind of love that suit. It's
the kind of silver
awesome.
and blue.
Yeah,
it's something different.
I love that. I think an Iron Man suit is hot. Iron Man's such a dork.
What do you think's gonna happen?
So cool.
I'm gonna say something bad. Yep. Eyes are red. Clearly he's evil. Yep.
And cut.
What happens?
Watch the episode.
You'll have to watch G4 to find out. All right, that I like me some Iron Man, and that looked like some pretty good like dynamic action as long as they can keep up the quality.
Yeah.
The problem is when you get into so much of just like the close-up face talking.
Yeah. And the speed lines and the big.
I don't know. It looks good here. I'm excited.
Yeah, excellent. So do you guys know when that's launching?
I don't know. I didn't look that up.
But G4.
I mean, originally the trailer said 2010, which I believe it's after 2010 now.
We've also got some X-Men anime here in the hopper.
There's an X-Men trailer that came out this week. People saw it, but what they showed before was a Wolverine. They're doing an X-Men one. They're doing a Wolverine one. We have a clip. We have the trailer for the Wolverine. It looks a little.
Let's take a look at it.
It looks stupid.
Let them judge for themselves.
Harley line.
Just wait till you see Wolverine. They haven't shown.
It's just really.
He's got like
That's
super long
it.
hair.
Yeah, he looks dumb. He looks like something out of Twilight with claws. That's what this looks like to me.
He looks like Vampire Hunter D.
It does a little bit, only.
He's got the.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Oh!
What are those claws gonna do against this big, gigantic thing?
I don't know. Shred them.
I don't know how he did that.
It's Wolverine. Doesn't need to make sense.
Then it turns into a bunch of birds.
Yeah, so he doesn't look like Wolverine that we know and love.
Yeah,
but I guess this is an adaptation of the Wolverine from the comics, so he's got the claws.
But Marvel definitely kind of extending themselves out into any area that they can think of.
They're letting, like I said,
Yeah,
it's
true.
Madhouse. I think Madhouse is doing this one. They did the Iron Man one. And
Right.
So it's just like they said, okay, you guys do this. You know what you're doing. Do it your own thing. Your anime stuff and
giving them some creative control and let them kind of
I'm
make
sure
it their
they'll
own.
say yes, no. But what's weird is like the X-Men trailer. It's more like the regular Wolverine and not this young, long-haired.
But so hype for Iron Man,
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Except for the whole, I'm moving to Japan and retiring.
And the X-Men trailer looks like it has some promise because they
But it's
look
very
like the
flashy.
characters in the comics.
Yeah.
But it moves a little too fast. Like it's not. It doesn't sell the actual
we got the
show
Iron Man.
very well,
Here's
so
X-Men.
Here's the X-Men one. Yeah.
Fantastic. While we run this, Alexis, do we have any questions from the chat?
Well, I think a lot of people are asking about the quality of both these animes and what standard do you guys judge this against, and what are your least favorite anime stereotypes?
I don't like. I don't like Dragon Ball Z, so my standards are pretty low. I guess I set my bar pretty low.
I mean, I've enjoyed Cowboy Bebop, things of that
good.
caliber. Like I think that's a good standard to go by.
Basilisk is really good. I really like Basilisk, and a lot of the animation that I saw in Iron Man, I feel is comparable to that. I mean, as far as the style goes, but that and yeah.
For me, it's Speed Racer. I'm old school. I love Speed
You're
Racer.
an old-ass man,
I'll
Tony.
still watch Speed Racer.
Sarah and Tony, thank you guys so much for coming and talking about this stuff. It's looking very awesome. And anything exciting coming up in the week ahead on Comic Vine?
Yeah, it's on.
All right, look at Comic Vine next week for some exciting secret features. We're going to take another break and then more video games. Stay tuned. Whiskey Media Happy Hour. And we're back. Jeff Gerstmann back on the couch. More video games.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
How's the show been going?
I don't know. I didn't really watch
me
the rest
neither.
of it. Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil HD.
Yeah.
That's coming out next week on Xbox Live Arcade.
We have it here now.
Part of the block party.
I like to have block parties.
Well, we're having one here.
Actually, I
in the
don't.
Xbox.
I hate all my neighbors and hope that they all.
Well, I think they all
die.
hate you also. So.
Yeah, we're kind of the noisy one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the good neighbors.
No, but we keep to ourselves.
Fair enough.
I don't let kids run around on their lawns. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. Here we have, you're looking at it for the first time, for the second time, all over again.
Yes.
Beyond Good and Evil HD.
Yes, this is the opening of the game. We just got this in, so.
Oh yeah, it just showed up today. I kind of let it speak for itself. It's I played
it's Beyond Good and Evil, but it looks better.
I played a little bit of this. Philosophically, it's super interesting to me, kind of thinking about. This was a big budget, big game for Ubisoft when this came out.
Yeah.
10 years ago?
Yeah, 2003, I think.
2003, so 8 or 9 years ago.
I'm making that up. But that sounds about right.
Came out a while ago. And it's interesting how, even now, as an Xbox Live Arcade game, even as a downloadable title.
Yeah.
You've kind of seen downloadable titles that have pushed the envelope further than what this is even trying to do.
You're right, but at the same time, you don't get downloadable titles that are the length and scope of a full disc-based retail game, and that
not very often
hasn't changed all that much over that chunk of time. So
this is still a significant experience for sure.
Yeah, it's there's a cult formed around this game, and I understand why, but it at the time, playing it and reviewing it, I definitely thought it was a cool game, but it didn't necessarily inspire that kind of fervor with me. I think this is a neat game. There's a lot of cool stuff in it, and on all that, hovercrafts and
you've got
taking pictures and
there's just a lot of systems in here. We've got this basic combat system here, like you're saying. There's the traversal stuff with the hovercrafts where you're going around to different zones in this area. The photography stuff, there are parts of this that are just a straight up adventure game.
It's Zelda-esque.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Jeff, are you ready to take some phone calls?
Absolutely, always.
Rob from England.
That's all I do.
Merry Old. How you doing, Robert?
Not bad, Ryan. How are you?
Oh, excellent, sir. What's your question for Jeff?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Man,
there's a 10-second delay here.
Yeah. Echo.
Disco.
All right, here's my question.
Danny Terrio. Caller, go ahead.
All right, that call didn't work. Sorry, Robert. We'll try you again later. Too much lag, apparently.
Yeah.
The internet.
The internet.
Damn it. Oh, that's annoying.
Or is he still there? Okay. No one else is hearing that.
No one else heard any of that? Did it happen in our minds?
What's happening now, they're not hearing.
Oh, any of what we've been doing up until now.
Let's just keep going. Let's not worry about it.
So here's Paige. He's a pig man. That's cool.
His thing.
He brought my special stick.
So I guess kind of the question with all of this stuff is what's up with Beyond Good and Evil 2? We saw that.
I think that's kind of.
We saw that trailer a while ago. That clearly not a game trailer.
Right. Yeah.
And then it seems like there has been zero talk about that at all since then. I don't even know what Michel Ancel is doing these days.
He's slanging dope.
I believe that. Sure. Why not?
Charge up my attack here.
I think they've done a really nice job of HDifying this. This stuff looks clean and sharp.
Obviously,
and crisp.
if someone sat down and made this game today, it would probably look a little different. But I'm getting hit here.
Yeah.
I need to eat a little bit here. There we go. And charge up. And hit him.
All right, we're gonna try another English call.
English calls are my favorite calls.
Matt from England. Matt, what's going on?
Nothing much. So I never played this game. Should I play it now or next week?
Caller, go ahead.
Matt, thanks for calling. Matt wants to know, never played it before. Is it worthwhile if you don't have the nostalgia? What do you think?
I think so. Yeah, I think that this game definitely stands out. You know, for the price that they're going to be charging for this, which I believe is $15.
Yeah, it's $15.
You know, this is a lengthy adventure with a good amount of variety to it. You know, these types of games, this kind of adventure game that kind of is rooted in some of these kind of Zelda-like mechanics.
Yeah.
This game does go outside of that. I'm not saying it's just
absolutely.
some rip-off or anything like that.
No. But there's a basis there.
I think that design still plays in this day and age.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, you know, there's going to be some stuff about it that you're going to go, oh, you know, this maybe seems a little dated here and there, but by and large, I think this game probably still holds up. Of course, that said, I haven't really played it since 2003.
Yeah.
And this is kind of me coming back to it for the first time since like reviewing the game originally. So who knows, dude?
We'll have to see.
But we're gonna see Secundo here pretty soon.
No, not Secundo.
Yes, Secundo.
Who's Secundo?
He's the artificial intelligence that lives in my belt thing.
Oh, that's right.
And he says, you found a pearl, that's great, you can use that to get the hovercraft fixed later on and all this other stuff. And
right.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a really interesting story kind of afoot here about, you know, fighting back against the government and
the man and the environment.
And yeah.
Aliens.
The DOMs.
All right, I think we're going to try and talk to Rob again from England.
Are we?
Rob, are you there this time for real?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
What's going on, sir?
Not much. I'm just living in a village with terrible internet. That's just the problem, mate.
You know, only I can hear you in the studio here, and I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't. There we go. You repeat your question again, sir, for us.
Hi. All right. Okay. My question is, to you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you know there is a train coming into your station?
All right. Thanks for calling, Rob.
It's really great that we got Rob back on the air. So
Yeah.
that he could ask
that
a
was
question,
that was good use of everyone's time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go break that train whistle. That's gonna be my weekend. I'm gonna go burn it.
What train whistle?
What? So what's going on here? What's up?
Jade is passed out. She's, you know,
dusted again.
Yeah, she's totally effed up.
She's lit.
And she's gonna wake up, and then we're gonna get the camera and discover that you know, there's no money to power this orphanage, so
Right.
they've shut off the power, and the shield is down, so these crazy flying creatures can get in and mess things up, and that's no good.
They really just kind of heap stuff on at the beginning of this game, like as far as like the world and what's going on in it and who you are.
Yeah, it
and
really just as soon as they get going,
they don't stop for nothing.
And that guy's a pig.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that one of those kids is like a goat man.
I like the goat man. I think he's my favorite of the kids because he's an actual kid. Alexis, what's going on in the chat?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking about the HD remake. Is this a port from the PC version? Has anything else been added since that?
It seems like like achievements.
They have leaderboards and achievements and stuff like that, but by and large, it is the same game. I don't know what they started with as a base. It seems sensible that they would start with the PC version.
But I think this still looks better than the PC version would have looked at the time.
Yeah.
This is running at a resolution, and there's a clarity to a lot of the stuff that I just don't think you would have gotten. So
I do believe they've gone and done some work to it.
Are there any other games you guys are looking for HD remakes that you're hoping for?
It'd be really nice if they did like a Mortal Kombat HD remake.
That'll never happen.
Yeah.
We've got one more call. We've got Silver on the line. Silver.
Yep, that's me.
Sir, where are you calling from?
Wichita.
Wichita, Kansas. Silver, what's your question?
So, you mentioned about there being a kind of a cult following behind Beyond Good and Evil. I used to be, well, I guess I am kind of a big fan of the game. And I think generally a lot of the problem came from people thinking it didn't get recognized because it came out right the same week as Prince of Persia and Splinter Cell and Red 13 or whatever. Is Ubisoft ever really gotten better at managing its release schedule? Because I noticed that even recently, like almost all their games come right at the same time.
Well, that's
So Silver, thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling. I think that maybe they've gotten a little bit better, but yeah, they do tend to kind of
pile them on,
put stuff out near the end of the year. That is still kind of their.
I mean,
some publishers have kind of found that some success in other parts of the year. That I'm trying to think if Ubisoft has released kind of out of the holiday season with their big stuff before, but
not
kind of drawn
not so
a blank.
much. I mean, the reason all the
but
games
if
get
you're,
released,
if you're sitting there thinking, "Oh, Beyond Good and Evil would have done better if it wasn't for 13," then you've reached like a level of conspiracy theory that I can not help.
I mean, it's this game. I understand why this game did not fly off shelves when it came out. Like, it's a quality game, and it has a unique feel to it and a lot of great qualities.
Yeah, but kind of the best parts about the story are maybe a little heady in some spots.
Agreed entirely, Jeff. We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, we are.
Again, Beyond Good and Evil HD.
I'm going to hop around here, though. Whoop!
Oh, look out. Jump rolls.
Sign number 1 of this game's kind of old. Look at that. Look at that roll.
Oh, that's
a little crazy.
That's all sorts
how long
crazy.
it takes.
It's coming out next Wednesday. Xbox Live Arcade, $15.
It's actually $10.
Oh, is it actually 10?
It's actually 10.
That's what Alexis is saying.
Who told you that?
Well, apparently people in the chat room are yelling at me for not telling you that it's $10. So if not,
I don't know if I believe chat people.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Chat people are shady.
Yeah.
So maybe it's $10.
No
Find out next
guarantees,
week,
though.
one way or the other. Jeff, thank you very much for your time.
Anytime.
Taking another break, wrapping it up, taking it home with Tested. They're going to redeem themselves with some actual technology. We'll be right back. And we're back. A little extended vacation
hey,
there.
That's a great game that Jeff played over there.
Yes,
yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil HD.
What a heck of a weekend.
I've received official word from Ubisoft, $10.
$10.
$10 for that one. We were unsure during that segment.
When's that looks like a good iOS game. I can't wait till it comes out on iPhone.
Maybe someday when iPhone has controls, it'll work.
So Xperia Play then.
Yeah, no, I mean you could just tap. If it was tap to win, it would be a different thing.
Your iPhone.
I like tapping to
makes
win.
Me sad and a little bit angry, but that's okay. Because we have the Motorola Zoom here.
Yeah, we're not talking about somehow miraculously Test is here, and we're not talking about the MacBook Pro refresh. Instead, we're talking about Android products.
Yes, we are.
Now you guys have you guys did a big long live stream earlier this week on Tested.com with the Motorola Zoom. This is their new. This is they're throwing down with the iPad.
This is the first iPad tablet compatible. I mean, do you agree, Norm? This seems like the first real tablet.
Yeah.
If you bought an Android tablet before this thing came out, I'm sorry.
You got boned.
I apologize.
So this
I want to note here, though, that what you're seeing here, we are shooting off of the screen. We were trying our good goddamnedest to get you direct feed. This thing has an HDMI out.
Yep.
It was being a little finicky
It
with our
worked
setup
awesome.
here.
Worked 2 hours ago.
Earlier twice.
Much
You know
like the
what?
Rubik's
Twice.
Cube. Everything worked 3 hours ago. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happened since then.
Excuses in one hand, spit in the other.
Origami.
Tell me
I don't
about
wanna touch
this
the
tablet.
now,
Tell me about
man.
this tablet.
So this is the Zoom. It's a 2 gigahertz. It's a dual core Tegra 2 running at about a gigahertz, right?
Yep.
A lot of memory, a lot more than we've ever seen before. Should I do it? Should I click through the looking?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I don't think it's going to work. We'll see. I just got a text message on my Sony Live View watch, which is right there. I'm wearing it today. Well, so the flash isn't working because one of the things they didn't include on this tablet, even though it's packed full of awesome, is flash. There's no flash on the tablet.
It's supposed to have flash.
As
It
of
will
right
come
now.
in later.
Oh, look, there's tested chat. Basically, the neat thing about this is the browser, I think. I took it home last night, spent some time with it. The browser is totally rad because, if you've used an iPad or iOS device, you'll know, you know how you switch tabs. And basically, there's some big, long load time, stuff like that. Things don't work in the background. It's a little bit gnarly, the web browsing experience. Once you get in an actual page, it's okay.
Yeah.
But you can't switch back and forth between pages. With this, you can just load up tabs and keep going. And, you can go to Giant Bomb or any number of other excellent websites on the internet. But really what we're here today to do is give people an opportunity to see what they want to see, what they didn't get to see yesterday during the live stream. So if people have questions, hop in the chat, get on the phone line. The number is 415-508 something
3975.
3975, thank you.
That's correct. Up on the screen again. Skype, Whiskey
I'm
Media.
going to search for giant eagle because that sounds interesting. Why would you not want to see a giant eagle?
Let's go to images. Do you have safe search turned off?
No, I do not.
Let's turn that safe search off.
I'm going to turn off.
And then let's search for giant eagle.
I don't think that's wise.
Page 2. I'm thinking page 2.
You think page 2?
That's how far you can get without porn?
I'm going to say
There's
you
no
get
way,
to
dude.
page 4.
Giant Eagle?
With Giant Eagle, no
Man, this
porn.
is like liar's dice.
You are. This
That's
is.
This is high-tech liar's
Page
dice.
7.
Page 7. Holy shit. All right.
For him is
Hold
just
on,
page 7.
safe search is moderate. Hold on, let's
Turn it off.
fix that off. Oh man, safe search. So if we get porn early, is that winning? God damn it!
We all lose.
We all lose, right? The question is,
we have to shut down this whole show forever if porn
right,
shows
Justin
up. So.
TV is going to ban us for life. Okay, so right here we have a dude from Giant Eagle Pharmacy riding an eagle. That's pretty cool.
No, that's no. Keep on going.
There's a guy with a tank top, a woman with a tank top on.
I like that this is actual web browser, not the mobile. Like, you know, when Google does the mobile OS.
Right.
For image
Page
search.
2, just if you're keeping track at home.
That's not safe for
That's
work.
not porn.
Oh,
no. We're on page 3. These pages seem smaller than they are on the desktop.
You have to click next page. Doesn't Google have like the automatic, you know?
Yeah, this seems like we're
scroll?
going old
Yeah.
school here. Page 3. All right, page 4. Fingers crossed.
This is the Ryan Davis. No, that's somebody's band, Giant Eagle. Oh man, I'm not.
We have no kind of time delay on this. Damn it!
God.
All right, let's see.
There's a woman. That's the closest we've gone to porn so far. Somebody with their mouth taped shut.
No,
that's borderline.
That's someone's
that's
porn.
Some
but
sort
that's
of
not,
fetish. It's
that's
Rule
not
34, I think.
The people's porn.
Oh my God.
5.
This is the longest I've ever gone on Google Images without searching for porn, without finding porn. That was a little bit embarrassing.
Freudian slip.
All
right, so that's the web browser.
Yeah, this is.
Let's start taking
There's no
calls.
porn on the internet anymore, people. This is an emergency. What in the hell is going on here?
Quick search something else.
Where's the porn? Maybe they took it away.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Anyway.
we've got a bunch of other stuff. I mean, it's got the full complement of apps. There's a relatively small number of tablet-optimized apps for Android right now.
Before
Yeah,
you
Davis.
keep talking anymore, I've got Ringo on the line from the UK, and he
Ringo?
has questions about apps. Ringo!
Octopus's Garden is my favorite.
Ringo?
Hello. I'm just wondering, how do the apps look? Do the apps like work in full scaling as they do on the Samsung Galaxy? How's all that looking?
So,
Ringo, thanks for your call. Thanks for your question. It was actually going to be my first question too. So Ringo, we're synced up.
You guys are on the same page.
How, everything with Android is definitely made for that cell phone scale screen.
Of course.
How does it blow up? How does it handle that stuff?
So unlike the Galaxy Tab, which was essentially just a big phone, from an OS perspective, this actually has different types of apps for tablet, but it can run phone apps as well. So this is the Twitter app, which is a non-optimized app. I'm going to rotate the screen now.
So this is, is this basically like parity with the iPad as far as how they handle it? Of iPhone apps will work, but then you want to have special apps
I think
for
in that regard, yes, but Norm.
Yeah, so on iPhone, you can either run the 1X or the 2X, blow it up, and doesn't fill the entire screen. Android runs it a little differently. So right now, this is an Android, not Honeycomb app. It's for 2.2, 2.3, but it will stretch out to the full screen, and text won't look twice as big. It'll still render with the same DPI.
So this is the Kindle app, which if you use on iPhone or iPad, it works. It does columns and gives the appropriate margins.
Yeah.
This is right now sizing for a phone, so it's going right to the edge of the screen. It's giving this giant wall of text, which is not quite, but almost entirely unreadable.
there you go.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
that
rendering,
looks good, huh?
More text on the page because it knows there are more pixels, but doesn't know it's a tablet, so it doesn't know to do there's no functionality built in to do the page.
And then when you pull up the UI, you can see the menu's a little narrow because it's expecting a narrower, taller aspect ratio.
I think if you run Pandora, that's a good example of an app where it does the stretching and does it kind of poorly, where the album is going to just be stuck in the top left corner, and then so you get a lot of empty space.
Right.
It doesn't scale properly.
Pandora. But I can show you the Books app, which is Google's tablet-optimized Google Books app. And basically let's go see Alice in Wonderland, because who doesn't love Alice? This actually formats right, and if you do it sideways,
two-pager.
Then you get a two-pager. And you get I find that a little precious.
Yeah, but if you're reading Alice in Wonderland on your tablet, you want Precious.
Okay, but I find that this I didn't like this on iBooks. I don't like it on the Kindle
Can you
app.
see through the page? It's like low stop page.
Let me hold it up to the light. No, nothing happened.
Rub some
It
grease
didn't
on
work
it?
out.
Yeah. So basically, some apps work well, some apps don't. It all really depends on the developer. So if they set up their app right to use the stuff that Norm was talking about a minute ago, then it scales more or less right, and it'll look okay. If they didn't, then it's going to look like the Pandora app, which I didn't install, but looks bad.
As of yesterday, there were about 24 Android,
16, I think, actually.
optimized for tablet apps, but we hope to see many more.
But we are talking like we are days into the launch for this device.
It came out yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on day 2 for this device.
Day 2.
So I mean, day 1 for the iPad, it was pretty similar.
There are more than 16 apps.
Certainly,
but there were probably 16
but there was also
apps.
already an iOS.
Yes.
Like the
Android's been around for 2 years, right?
Fair enough, sir.
Yeah.
We have another call.
Oh boy, is it Ringo again?
Caller, go ahead. Justin, Connecticut. What's going on, sir?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Justin.
Hi.
What's your question?
Okay, well, I've devised a question that I think is pretty thought-provoking. So here it goes.
Okay.
Bear with me, it's a little wordy.
You're going to have to already go faster, Justin. Come on.
Okay, here we go. At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
All right, thanks, Justin.
It's been a great talk.
I know. All right, let's go on to the Atrix then here, sir.
Yeah, so the Atrix, which is going to be much more difficult to show since it's tiny, and we were going to show the web top. We'll have a quick look video up later this week, or next week, I guess now, since this week is done.
Yeah.
But this is the Motorola.
Is this week ever done?
At this pace, no. There's a sofa. I'm just going to lay down over there. I think Alexis might have a question from the chat.
Well, I think people have been asking about the keyboard on the
okay.
Zoom.
I'm going to show the Zoom keyboard here real quick.
Basically, are you using the default? Can you change it to Swift key? And also, how many fingers can it detect at one time?
So you can change it to other stuff. I haven't actually changed it yet. Like I said, we're kind of testing stock still. Basically, this is the portrait keyboard. Yep. When you roll to landscape, then it gets wide, just like it does on iOS. It's okay. It's not the best, and it doesn't. The thing that they don't do is you don't have the little top bar with the word choices that you have on Android phones, which I think is a little bit surprising. This is. I haven't typed enough to really know how I feel about this yet. I find when you're talking about an on-screen keyboard, you really have to spend some quality time with it before you know how you feel. Norm, you spend a little time.
It has all the base. If you're familiar with an Android keyboard, I think most people are going to switch it to something they're comfortable with, swipe and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very iPad-y. This stock keyboard
button and everything.
All right, to the Atrix.
So before I put my wife's phone number up on the screen here, this is the Atrix. This is Motorola's. This is another dual-core Tegra phone. This is brand new as well, and this is the thing that had the crazy dock that we showed at CES. The dock is kind of the least interesting thing about the whole deal, mainly because of the way AT&T is pricing it.
You mean the laptop dock?
Both the laptop dock and this dock. I find this dock to be crazy expensive, although it does have a little tiny remote control. I'm not doing anything unseemly.
So, yeah, the Atrix, one of the unique features is that there are 2 docks you can buy. Actually, 3 docks. There's a charging dock, which is your standard like $20, $30 charging dock. There is a laptop dock, which I think is $500 off contract.
That's insane.
If you don't buy it in a bundle. And what that does is allows you to plug the Atrix in. It's basically and turn it into a laptop. Run this webtop OS, has a screen, has no memory inside, backlit keyboard, but it's just a shell of a laptop, no processor or anything. It runs off your phone.
Well, so essentially,
a brilliant idea, but like at that price.
Well, at that price, why not just go buy a netbook?
Yeah, or for $200 less than that, why not go buy a netbook? Exactly. So you're basically paying $500 for a netbook without the CPU, storage, or any of the other stuff that comes with the computer, because that's all in the phone.
Yeah.
And here's the rub also. When you're plugged in, you can't use your data connection from the phone, your cellular data connection, in the webtop OS without paying the tethering fee.
Boo.
You can use Wi-Fi, but you can't use. You have to subscribe to their
so
like you're not, but it's not even whatever.
Yeah.
Let's get a question from the chat. Alexis, any questions we got going?
About the Matrix, the only thing was was the question: is it called the Atrix because it's the Motorola Atrix?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There were high fives in that boardroom all around when they came up with that name.
Everybody was really stoked about that.
Wait, what's
idea.
clever about that name?
Because
Motorola Atrix is the Matrix.
Yeah.
All right, Tesla.com.
Yep.
Will Smith and Norman Chan.
We'll have a quick look at this dock. This is an $80 dock, so we'll run WebTop, show Firefox with the phone. Next week we couldn't get it working today, unfortunately, but we do have it.
More details on that. Again, they did a big live stream yesterday
it's available
with
on the
Zoom.
now.
You can find it on the site now. Thank you guys so much for coming back one more time.
Always a pleasure, sir.
A swan to represent
failure.
Failure.
That's it for the Whiskey Media Happy Hour. Thanks everyone for watching our free show this week. I'm not sure what this convinces anyone of, but hot damn if we didn't have a good time trying it. Everyone gave it their all, and yeah, again, a lot of fun. I want to thank Norm and Drew in the back, Alexis, Norm and Drew, Vinny and Drew in the back,
Vinny and
Norm
Norm.
and Will on the couch,
Hi.
Alexis running the chat, Jeff, Alex, Matthew, Sarah, Tony, Daniel on the phone calls. It's been a blast. We're going to go and enjoy our weekend. We will see you guys next week. Take it easy.